It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and center stage belongs to Matthew Stafford. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Rams and the Niners on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. Returnable here from the 38. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams are going offense here with the 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken 1st overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Stafford now to throw. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
In last week's game for Kittle, there are the numbers. 5 catches, 67 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Here's Purdy. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards that time for number 19.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. On the stop was Aaron Donald. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that is incomplete.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend.
And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40.
Stafford to his #1 guy Cup for a Los Angeles first.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. And the Rams had 8-6 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Back to throw, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 3rd and short.
You talk about this Rams defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Up the gut, McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They can probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, in this drive, their playbook is open.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
LA set to take over again on offense.
This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Stafford.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And bulldozing his way through.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Open man, that's Puka. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Stafford. Open man right side is caught complete. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
The Niners set to take over on offense.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Oh, and that is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. A little juke, and they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Stafford.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, nice move. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Stafford now to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Patterson's kick is good.
And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Purdy from the gun. Connects with Kittle underneath. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. A second down throw for Purdy.
And that is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, this has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. So the completion good for 7 there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Going up top for Cup. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Still on his feet. He may go.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Pass interference. Defense.
So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen.
Nice play call. A little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Nothing fancy really on either side. They were just trying to punch in between the tackles, but could not get it done.
That felt very old schoolish, didn't it? Because we always talk about how we spread it out on offense nowadays and try and create some running lanes. That one was really tight. Go get it. A big pile of bodies. Didn't quite get there.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but a starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 85 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
Here's Purdy. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Throwing here, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
He'll get this to about the 38.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Purdy. Open man, that's Ronnie Bell.
First target, first catch, and a first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
96 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Purdy bootlegging it.
Throw caught there by Willis. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind, and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
On first down, Purdy.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Rams' 14-yard line.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Now Purdy.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Rams' 5-yard line.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Purdy looking to throw.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to...
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. That will bring up 4th down and an 11-yard loss to boot.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
Well, with 3 weeks left, they are in one of those 3 wild card spots, Charles, but that spot is not clinched, and there's not a ton of breathing room for them, so the bottom line, they just need to focus on winning right now.
Yeah, they totally have their eyes open, don't they? They know they've got teams trying to run them down. They can hear their footsteps. The question coaches ask guys in the locker room, do you have another gear left to pull away and lock in that playoff spot? If so, let's hit it.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
91 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
from the gun. He'll hand this off.
Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to break our 4th quarter tie.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Well, San Francisco's offense returns to the field, and now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now Purdy completes it to the tight end Kittle. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fielded just inside the 30.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And that is no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit. Purdy connects with Kittle underneath.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Purdy now to throw.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald
That's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Shotgun now with Purdy. He'll get this to Bell.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw is Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Here's Purdy to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Purdy to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Purdy. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Purdy with one final shot here.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for L.A., it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.